You are now listening to The Radio Show.
Well, the news needs to slow down because just when we be like, okay, we could talk about this and then we can go over here and then stuff just keeps happening. So there's only one place that we can start with this, in my humble opinion, which would be Benzino.
Oh, Benzino, the swole munchkin. Huh.
He's always putting his neck on the line for somebody.
His neck's pretty wide. I think he can handle it.
I'm sure it can. Yeah, so what we're going to do for context, because Diva doesn't know about what we're getting ready to mention here, Khujeaux. So,
and I only vaguely so kick us off. Give us the tea, if you will.
All right. So the gist of what's going on is that for about, if I'm not mistaken, about the last, I believe it's been a year, Benzino's been in a secret relationship with a transgender woman named Shauna, and her name escapes me. I can't remember the last name, but I remember the name is Shauna. And the issue with that is, like, it's not dating a transgender woman in that aspect. I guess the issue with it is that, he's been attempting to keep that, a secret out of the public eye. And apparently, this Shauna lady got tired of it. So she outed him on social media, sending out videos, with him proclaiming, hey, I would want to take this further. I care about you. I really want to go further. But, if we put it out there, people will look at me funny. People will look at us crazy, so I can't have that out there. And
do we have the audio?
Let's go ahead and this is how this is going to work. For the people watching on YouTube, if they didn't strike it down, here's a still and the audio. And if they did, then, well, they did. But here, let's take a listen.
Like, why can't you understand that? You don't fucking look bad, I do. You can never look bad. Because see, in this world, you ain't doing nothing wrong. It would be wrong if I did. Can't you get that through your head? You're not looking bad, Shauna. You're looking like a fucking chick. Hey, it's just a chick and she tried to fuck with a nigga. I'm looking wrong because what the fuck are you doing trying to fuck with a transgender?
There you have the audio from that. Now, I aired in the beginning because I was like, I forgot the name. Shauna Brooks is the name of, and I'm gonna call her. I don't transgender. She's a she. That's how it goes. So Shauna Brooks, you hear in the audio that he's basically, the gist of it is that, hey, I like you, you like me, but I don't know how people are gonna perceive me because they got this bravado thing going on. So we can't. She got tired of being the weekend girl, and she basically outed their relationship on social media. And I don't know what to say with that. Like, people could be in their bedroom with whoever they want to be with. And I think the reason why people are kind of looking kind of sideways is because if you just come out and say, look, I'm attracted to a transgender woman, it is what it is, people can't really come at you. But when you're trying to put it across like it's a bad thing that you're with a transgender woman, that's where the problem comes in. It's like, what are you hiding? What are you trying to hide?
So you're saying he's bringing it on himself by trying to keep it a secret? Or is it like he feels the societal pressures of trying to like maintain his image and that, it's taboo for dating trans? I mean, the industry. Would it be acceptable?
Yeah, well,
would it really?
I mean, but Khujeaux, okay, let's level it here. We are a hip hop show. I mean, do people really care about Benzino's bravado? Seriously? Like,
I mean, it's 2022. I don't think very many people care about Benzino that much anymore. I mean, I think for all intents and purposes, he's a reality TV show star more than he is anything hip hop.
Yep.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, cause I'm about to start some shit.
Okay.
So this my challenge with this is, and I really want like people, if you're in this community, like put it in the comments because it just feels like it's two different sets of rules for people. All right. So
when you say this community, can you clarify? Because it sounds like you're saying you people.
Okay, so the LGBTQIA plus community, right? You know, to my understanding, it's a very sensitive thing for people to come out or to put their choices of who they love out to the public, and it's supposed to be at your own discretion to do so. However, there seems to be this influx of people within the community outing other people within the straight community because they're not in the type of relationship that they want to be in. And I just feel like that's not fair, because if you want to keep your sexual preference a secret until you're ready to come out, I feel like that same courtesy should be extended in the straight community. And I feel like the straight community does not receive the same respect. It's just kind of like, well, respect our community, but then we can do whatever we want to do. Now, that doesn't apply to everyone, but it does apply to the increase of people within that community who choose to out people who have not maybe disclosed their preference to their family, their friends, or even for their business. Because let's just keep it 100. If you don't own your own business and make your own money, there is still a certain image of privacy with how you move. And I'm not saying Benzino's right or wrong. I just say if you chose to be in a relationship with someone who you know is not openly out with their lifestyle, that's something you signed up for. So I don't feel like because you're not getting what you want that it's fair for you to now put this man on blast to embarrass him because he chose not to be public. He was not out in public in the first place. So if you're going to choose to be with men who the community understand is going to be straight, then that is just something that you need to deal with your partner with and not just out them. Because if you don't want people to out you, because now you've got people in the trans community who are wanting to conceal their identity for their own protection and change their IDs, and it's just a lot of other stuff that they want to do for protection. But then you'll turn around and openly put someone else on display because it's serving your purpose. I just don't think it's fair. So whatever's good for this group of people needs to be good for the other group of people as well. And that's just all I have to say about it. So if that's the lifestyle that he's living on the low, he does deserve privacy. You've got straight people and other people in other types of relationships who choose not to put who they're married to or who they're in relationships with because they just want that to be private and not on display for social media or the paparazzi to kind of basically break up and destroy. So what do y'all think about that? Do you think it's fair that in the LGBTQIA community, they ask for, privacy and discretion until they're ready to come out and it's okay to out straight people? Or, I don't know. What do y'all think about that? Do you have an opinion about it?
You brought up something, a way of it that I didn't consider. One thing I wanted to clarify or ask your opinion before I talk about what I was saying is that because he's with a transgender woman and technically she's considered a she, that doesn't make him gay. He's just with a transgender woman. So I don't know if outing would necessarily be the best word because technically, not technically, it's a woman now, or she's a woman now. So I don't know how that part works. I don't know. Maybe I could get some clarification on that. But
are you hoping to get clarification from us, or because I don't have a
comment section? Please bail.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Please bail me out because I'm just trying to be respectful of the preference of that. I don't want to just start painting somebody in a corner and it's not the proper thing. And I'm not saying Diva did that on purpose. I'm just saying we want to be correct in saying the correct thing and not do that wrong. But
Well, I mean, for who I am as a woman, it is a different classification of a woman because they tend to use terms like cisgender to differentiate between biological women and transgender women. Biological women do not like the term cisgender. I don't want to be called cisgender, but within the community, they call biological women straight. So there are classifications to differentiate. So I think that's fair. Um, Anytime someone has an alternative lifestyle, in my opinion, that they're not sharing with the public, and you put that out there on display, I feel like you are putting that person out there,
Okay.
regardless. And that's just in my opinion, because if you take anything that's private and choose to publicize it without that person's permission, I feel like no matter how they categorize themselves, you are putting that person out before the
Does it
public with information that they did not
does it make a
authorize.
difference if it is an alternative lifestyle or not? So I was gonna go two different ways with this. So one way, so let's just say that this was not a trans woman. Let's just say Benzino was in a relationship with a woman, cisgendered, and she was just tired of being the secret woman, and she outed him saying, "I've been in a relationship with Benzino for whatever." Yeah. Would it be as big of a deal? I mean, in terms of, well, I know it wouldn't cause as much controversy because it's just like, oh, he had a secret relationship. But would it be as disrespectful, I guess is the question that I'm asking, or would it be as much of a betrayal to him, whatever, that this person came and outed me, our relationship that I was trying to keep private?
I think it would, and it does, if he was in a relationship with someone else. You see what I'm saying?
No, every time
a celebrity is known for being in a relationship with someone, it's going to be a big deal and it's going to trend. However, I do think it's more of an impact because he isn't known for dating differently. So I think it is more of a shock for people because they just simply didn't know whether people are judging him in a positive or negative way. I don't know.
So not talking about the public perception. You were, right. I guess your the point that you were making was more about somewhat the morality of it, of this person coming out and outing Benzino. If this person were a cisgendered woman and did the exact same thing, would it still be?
No, I don't think it would, because he already identifies, you know what I'm saying, as dating
but
heterosexual women.
But I think it's more about him wanting to keep something private that was now made public, right?
Absolutely.
So if he was cisgendered, would it matter? It's still wrong. I'm saying it's still wrong either way.
Well, I think it depends, because I don't think it would matter if the perception is that he's single. I think it would be a big deal if everyone in the public, if he was hypothetically married. You see what I'm saying?
No, hypothetically.
I don't think
like for like.
Right.
Today it's a trans woman.
Think.
Go ahead.
I don't think he would, Khujeaux. I get what you're getting at. I get where you're coming from. It wouldn't be because they like, well, rappers cheat on their wives all the time. Like, okay, whatever. So he's out there doing stuff. You assume that they're probably doing something anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah. So with this one, it's different because you got people like 50 Cent who couldn't wait to jump on it. You know what I'm saying about getting on about this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So
let me ask this:
what makes it worse for him? Yeah.
So the other way I was going to take it, or the other comment is that we talk about certain protections and certain safe spaces for people, right? This goes along the same lines as when So I think I'm going to keep using the term outing because I can't think of anything else right now, but outing a man for things that don't go with traditional masculinity, right? So this would be one of them. Like you're dating a trans woman, you're gay, whatever. Alternative lifestyle. Let's just keep it heterosexual. let's say,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna use the example of Amber Rose and Kanye West, right? She outed him for liking to be pegged, and we've seen it like with regular Twitter.
Yeah, what
comes on
correct.
the timeline,
Yeah.
whatever.
Right. Yeah, I hold that on the same level because I feel like that's something that was private that was put out on purpose to embarrass that person. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like those are equal things. And I feel like if you volunteer to be in this relationship, then I don't think it's fair because you're upset to put people's personal business out there like that, because it's really revenge, really. Now that's considered revenge porn, you know, depending on how you put it out there. I don't know all the terms, but definitely pictures or videos or whatever, or text messages. Now that's considered revenge porn. So now that's, you know, in some states illegal to do for outing people for their private, you know, escapades. So I definitely feel like that's similar.
Yeah, but I completely understand kind of the point that, you know, you pointed out, and I think others have kind of said the same. Is like, you know, you outing people as a form of revenge because you're not getting your way, or some self-serving shit, basically. Which I think we saw with, and again, I'm relatively old, so some of my references may also be old, but we saw it with Chingy. We saw it with Bobby Valentino, a couple other people, but yeah, now we're seeing it with
was it with Eddie Murphy too?
Wow,
like a while ago.
Wow, you took it way the fuck. Wow, that's
I mean, you brought up Chingy, so I mean, listen.
Well, no, I'm talking about Eddie. Wasn't Eddie Murphy in like the early 90s?
Chingy at least was in the. Yeah, I was like, at least Chingy was like in the 2000s. She went. She went to 1995. You know, like.
First of all, 16. That act brand new. You know the 90s.
Let me see. Wait a minute. Let me go.
Straight for no reason.
We're gonna do a little bit of research.
You live in the 90s, 16. Don't play.
We're gonna look up Eddie.
But now we come to that. Let's go to the Please Stand By here. When we come back, we're gonna find out what year Eddie had his problem. I'm gonna put my money on 1997. I'm not looking at the internet right now. So Khujeaux, we'll figure it out. Please stand by.
It was May 2nd, 1997. So pretty close to them 16, man. You say. I thought it was earlier than that. I thought it was like really early. That's like late 90s. I thought it was like early 90s. So yeah.
I know. 16, you were like 30, right?
So what are our win for getting it right?
Hopefully
you win the opportunity to segue to the next topic.
Well, that was a 5 mic performance.
What does that mean?
5 mics, Benzino. Yeah, let's just go to the next segment. You
Just
don't
go
remember,
to the next segment.
The source, 5 mics.
I don't know what that has to do with Benzino and trans people.
Nothing.
Did Benzino rap? Is that what I'm supposed to gather from that?
Oh,
Did he have a song out at that time?
Name. Oh no. Here we go.
Yes,
name me 3 Benzino songs.
Yes, 16. Name 3 Benzino songs, please. Thank you. No,
y'all used it wrong. You used it wrong.
No, we didn't.
Using
we
it
said
right.
the same thing.
I expect you to name me 3 Benzino songs.
Yes.
Matter of fact, I'll lower it. Quote me 1 Benzino bar.
Ooh. Or just give us the title of a song. Just one.
In other news, what was the next
way
topic?
before that? But you don't remember in the Source magazine, which he helped.
I know what you're saying.
I
know what you were trying to do was terrible.
I remember now what they were talking about because it's kind of like a rating system, right? 5 mics.
It just was bad. It didn't have anything to do with what we were talking about.
Nah.
Yeah, we totally did not get that.
No, I got it. I understood he was referencing the Source's 5 mic like grading system
in the magazine, but I didn't know what the hell they had to do with Benzino and his trans situation.
Benzino helped create the fucking magazine.
He did?
Oh, interesting.
News to me. Now that I did not know.
What the fuck? See, now if you had known that, then that
now
joke
it makes sense.
But you didn't.
Now.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
Hey guys, so if you like this episode when we're talking about Benzino, check out our next episode when we're talking about Cam Newton and how he does not like basic bitches. Wait, that was wrong.